Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. The situation on the Bitcoin chart is quite clear at the moment. The idea is on the daily chart that we are in a wave 4 correction and we're waiting for signals that this wave 4 is over. We should get these signals first on the smaller time frame, which is one of the main reasons why we're actually tracking on a daily basis the short-term chart. At the moment, it is expected that this correction continues a little bit longer, and there are various variations of subwave structures which could unfold, but overall the idea is we're in a wave 5 with one more high to come in this cycle, and this one more high should take us to around about 130k. Someone asked me yesterday in the comments what happened to that 130k target. Answer was nothing, because it hasn't changed in various or in the last few weeks, or actually months. So it's been on the chart for a while now, and yeah, it hasn't changed. Now, I'm not saying we have to get there exactly. It will be a, let's say, it will be a matter of watching the Fibonacci extensions on the smaller time frames as well as we go higher, and it will be a matter of watching support levels and structures in real time, yeah. But this is at the moment the next ideal target to the upside. But please note, and you have to have that right perspective, most of that rally from the November low 2022 is already done. So we're talking about the last bit to the upside, okay? The last bit which would complete the wave count. Sometimes these charts top early, which is why I highlighted we are in a larger topping area. But I think we talked about that extensively over the last few weeks, and also in member live streams and much more. So idea is we're in a wave 4 with ideally one more high to come. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Here, the situation since yesterday hasn't really changed. There's a key level that needs to be broken to the upside to unlock a little bit more upside momentum. But overall, the idea is we're in a correction, and here you can see in more detail the wave structure that could send the price lower in this current wave 4 correction. The main question is, do we go down more directly, like in the white scenario, wave A, wave B, and now a C wave down, which is unfolding as a 1-2, 1-2 setup, and then, well, that is done already. Now we're moving down in a third wave. If that's the case, we should see a rapid decline over the coming sessions. Then we should see a wave 4 and 5. To round about 85k, I shared that in the last video as one of the ideal targets for the move down. That's one scenario, or that's one, let's say, short-term potential. The other one would be a larger B wave before we go down lower. So essentially, it's the same wave count. It's just the main question is, how large is that B wave going to be? And there are clear levels that will tell us when the yellow scenario, which is that, well, basically which represents that larger B wave bounce, yeah. There are clear levels that will tell us when this is actually unfolding, and it would require a break above two resistance areas to indicate that this larger B wave is unfolding. The first resistance area is located between 94,090 and 93,820. This is the one you know already from yesterday. Talked about it, price already tested it, got rejected, but we haven't seen a breakdown yet. Looks a little bit like a bearish flag though, but I can tell you that it will be invalidated with a break above 94,090. Or let's say when we have a sustained break, then the focus would shift back to the upper, not target area, but the upper resistance area, where the price already got rejected yesterday. Yeah, or actually it was Saturday. So idea is that either we go down very directly, that would be within the white scenario, and this here could be some kind of a bearish flag, and we have a resistance area, and as long as we stay below resistance, there's no sign that the market is attempting a larger bounce. Any break of resistance would be that signal, and then the focus would shift back to this resistance area between 95,366 to 96,536, and then we'll observe the resistance area here to see if the market gets rejected there and then goes down. Any break above this resistance area will shift the focus back to the yellow scenario and potentially a larger B wave. But There is a lot of work to do for the bulls. By the way, this would be the same scenario, just with a larger bounce in between, because in both scenarios, I see this here currently as a B wave. Surely something more bullish could unfold, but again, that would require a setup, which we don't have at the moment. So yeah, the pressure seems to be down at the moment, especially as long as we are below resistance. I would absolutely not be surprised by a break above the nearest resistance. It often happens, especially when the US market opens due to the volatility, and that we get another test of the 95,366 to 96,536 area, especially as we've hit key support here. See, we've hit this trend line, the previous swing lows, and naturally it is a bit difficult for the bears to drive the price down in a very direct fashion. So yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Should give you all the levels to watch for today. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.